Hey y'all, and welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome. I'm Nicole with Bushel and Effect Designs. Today we are working on this 20-ounce handled tumbler from the Tumbler supply store. I painted it white, and we are going in with the Artistic Painting Studios foil glue. I am just covering it, giving a good even coverage. Once I have that fully coated, I am not doing the handle this time, just the base tumbler area. I'm going to heat it with my little heat gun, and you'll know when the foil glue is ready. It turns from a milky finish to a clear finish. It is very hard to see on a white base, but just know that once it turns to a clear consistency, it is tacky and ready to be used. And then I am applying this pixie dust. It's a micro fine glitter from Diamonds and Dust, and I'm just going to cover that whole entire area, and then I'm going to rub it in kind of like a tack it method. I'm not really doing a tack it, but I just wanted to kind of press it down and possibly give it a little bit of a different look. But this micro fine glitter had such a pretty little tiny color shift in it that I really wanted something very simple for the base, because I really wanted this beautiful foil I'm going to use to be the star of the show. So I'm just going to rub that all down, and then I'm going to set it aside and then give it a coat of clear glossy spray paint, and then give it a good coat of epoxy. After that coat of epoxy was all cured, I'm going to give it another full coat of the Artistic Painting Studios foil glue and do the same thing. I'm going to heat it with my heat gun, and then once it's dry, we are going to apply this beautiful foil. It is so pretty. I've been sitting on it for a while because I just wanted to not use it because it's so pretty. I wanted to hoard it, but I knew that I wanted to use it during this Mother's Day series, so I'm going to heat that. And then the easiest way to apply this foil without wrinkling it was to lay it down flat on my desk and then put the tumbler on it, and then kind of fold up the foil onto the tumbler, just because I have a tendency to wrinkle my foil or it gets stuck, and if there's no pattern, it doesn't matter. But with this, I really didn't want to take that chance. So I'm going to trim off the bottom so we don't have a lot of extra hanging off, and then I'm going to take my felt end of my squeegee and just give it a really good buff out to try to really help all of that foil elements stick to this tumbler. And before I forget to tell you, this foil is called Serenity Floral, and it is a transparent foil from Artistic Painting Studio. So basically, most of the elements are clear. There's nothing to transfer except for the floral design. As soon as I saw this, I knew that I wanted to do something with this, and it is so pretty. So I peeled off all of that transfer tape that the foil is on, or whatever it's called, the carrier sheet. And then I'm just going to, a little bit right here, I didn't get the flower all the way on, so I'm just going to place a little piece of it back on there and then rub it down and peel that carrier sheet back off. And then for the third time, we are going to go in with more of the Artistic Painting Studios foil glue, and I'm just adding it here to the bottom portion I'm going to do just a little bit of a glitter ombre from the bottom up, just because I wanted some extra sparkly, something extra to really enhance the design. So I'm going in with this color shifty glitter. It is called Wicked from Diamonds and Dust, and I went really light-handed, but it just wasn't doing it out of that shaker, so I took the lid off and kind of went crazy, just pouring it right there. And then I tilted the tumbler and just added a little bit more just so it could cascade from the bottom up. I just wanted a few of those little chunky bits to kind of move towards the top. And then I took my hands and I'm just really pressing down on that glitter to make it lay flat. The glitter is pretty chunky, and with that foil glue, it really wasn't laying as flat as I wanted it to, so I really tried to give it a good flat surface, but there still was some pokey bits, but it's okay. So after this, I gave it a coat of clear glossy spray paint from Rust-Oleum, and then I gave it a coat of epoxy. And then I decided that I was going to add the decal, which I knew I was going to add already, but I decided to go ahead and back it in a purple since there was purple flowers in the design, but the glitter I chose had like more of a magenta gold shift, so that way it really brought in all of the colors of the flowers into this design. So I got this decal from Creative Fabrica. It says She Is, and it lists a few things here, and then Mom. And then I fixed this little notch right here where I scratched the tumbler on accident when I gave the top rim a little sand. So I just took my paint marker, touched that up, and then the top layer I did in a textured gold from Tech Wrap Crafts. And then I applied that in pieces because I was afraid that I was not going to line it up. The purple was kind of dark, so it was a little hard to see, so I didn't think I would be able to line it up all correctly in one swoosh. So I did it in little pieces. So I got that applied, and then I gave it 2 final coats of epoxy, and this beauty was all done. I know this was actually a pretty quick and simple tutorial, but I really wanted something simple. Not every design has to be complicated and complex. So I really wanted this foil to be the star of the show, and then I just wanted to enhance it with a little bit of sparkle on the bottom and add a decal, something special for Mom. I think any mom would love this, and that's it. I thank you guys so much for being here and being so loving and supportive. I truly, truly appreciate all of your kind words and how supportive each and every one of you are, and the kind things that you say about my videos. I'm really loving this series. I'm excited for all the other things that are coming this week for you guys. The one next Saturday, stay tuned because it is by far my favorite. It's so fun. You're going to love it. Something a little bit totally different. Just wait, check back then. But until then, check back every day until I will be back again tomorrow with another one. And then in the meantime, everything will be in the description box, all the products that I used and where you can find me and all of that fun information. And I will see y'all again tomorrow. Bye, y'all. If you have any questions or anything, never hesitate to leave that down in the description or down in the comments, and I will for sure get back to you. I always respond to every comment that is left. Bye, y'all. See you tomorrow.